Hello and welcome back to another Ashes of Creation video. In the most recent post by Ashes of Creation team, we were blessed with a 40-minute long video of what we can expect from castle sieges in Ashes of Creation. I watched the full video and collected the information here so that you don't have to sit through the whole thing. So let's get started. The first thing that hit me while watching the video was the sheer number of players that were ready to engage in battle. What you are seeing here is also just the defending team. While stress tests with hundreds of players have been referenced by Ashes of Creation dev team, it's quite another thing to see that many players gathered on a server with your own eyes. As the siege begins to start, we also got to see some ballista, which are one of the siege weapons in Ashes of Creation, before witnessing the defending team take on 3 separate dragons. Now, this was not clear and not properly explained, but the way I see it is there are a few explanations for these dragons. The most unlikely explanation is that the dragons will be active in every kind of siege as a kind of objective. The reason I think this is unlikely is because it reduces the shock and awe that dragons will cause, and Steven Sharif has previously said that he wanted the presence of a dragon to be an important aspect of the game on a battlefield. The second possibility is that dragons can become objectives, but only if a member of the enemy team owns one and chooses to send it into battle. The third possibility is that the presence of dragons as objectives is merely being used in this particular pre-alpha test to see how they would look in battle and how they would work in battle. This seems like the most likely option to me. However, it seemed like a good idea to include the other possibilities. Regardless of the reason, as you can see, the dragons look awesome no matter how they will be used. They really are a testament to the beautiful aesthetic of the game. We then got to see Steven man a ballista. The ballista seems to have a fairly simple turret mechanic, with a need to reload after each shot. Steven also commented that the defending ballista have a far shorter range in a siege than the attacking trebuchet, which will be useful for anyone looking to gain a strategic edge in the early release of the game. The ballista ammo also acts more like an explosive cannonball than a large arrow, causing a small area effect of explosion where it hits. We then got to see some one-on-one combat when the trebuchet arrived on the battlefield. Defenders were actually able to jump down from the walls in order to rush the attacking team and engage them in combat. This was of course fun to watch, but there was nothing new in the combat that we had not already been shown. With regards to the combat tactics, I will say there is already a huge amount of potential for tactics even at this early stage. We got to see the attackers essentially use their siege engines as a distraction. Multiple exits and entrances to the castle were used extremely creatively, as well as a rallied headlong charge by all the defenders on once, which was just awesome to watch. The network handled the amount of players, which was a little over 100 players, very easily. The final sieges will include 250 players on each team, however. This means that real battles will be even more epic than these ones, but also that their servers are going to have to handle way more players at once. And that brings us to the end of what was showcased in this siege. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you.